What makes the current warming trend so different from the Earth's natural climate changes? The answers lie in the forces that drive natural warming and cooling over timescales that range from tens of thousands to 100,000 years. How do we know this? Scientists have traveled the poles to study the records of past climates that are trapped in ancient ice.
Ice cores provide lots of different kinds of climate information. You have the temperature from the ice. You have the composition of the past atmosphere from the bubbles of air that are trapped in ice. You have chemicals that are deposited by volcanoes. You have life, you have microbes and pollen and all kinds of interesting biological molecules. It's really a cornucopia of information about the past.
Ice core data reveal natural cycles of ice ages and warm periods that correspond to gradual changes in the Earth's relationship to the Sun. Our planet is tilted on its axis, and the tilt varies. The shape of the Earth's orbit changes from circular to a more oval shape, which carries us farther from the Sun at times. And there is also a gradual change in the time of year when the Earth is farthest from the Sun.
So the basic cause of the ice ages has been well understood for at least 30 years, and it's simply that the Earth gets a little bit farther from the Sun during June, because when the June sunshine is a little bit weaker, snow just doesn't melt off as easily, ice doesn't melt off as easily, and so you can get snow sticking around from year to year, and you can build big ice sheets. And when the Earth gets a little bit closer to the Sun in June, it melts back the ice sheets.
While the basic cause of the ice ages is changes in the Earth's orbit around the Sun, carbon dioxide plays a role as well.
CO2 acts as an amplifier. So after the Sun has caused an ice age to start ending, about 1,000 years later, the atmospheric CO2 concentration starts rising also. And that's what we call a feedback, because the CO2 then actually adds a little bit to the warming, so that about 30% of the warming at the end of an ice age is caused by the extra CO2. That's really different than what's happening today, because humans are adding CO2 directly into the atmosphere. It's being dumped directly into the atmosphere by us on a time scale of decades.